Hello and welcome to a new game after a very long while. I have a new setup with a Go Panda 2 client, playing on my OneDan account, although I think currently I'm weaker than OneDan, since I did not play that much. So let's see where we go in this game. I wanted to start a micro Chinese opening, and I was denied that option by my OneDan Plus opponent. Probably he will kill me this game. But let's see what happens. We will start very usual, and he is giving me some territory for influence. Maybe he's considering coordinates. Maybe he is considering f2 versus e3. Versus c5, which now kinda makes little sense, I guess. And he would have played on the left anyway in the first place. So what does he consider then? I mean, one of the joseki moves would be f2 or e3, no question. And I will go along at c6, so then he will start doing. Alright, so he changes direction for some reason. And I think e3 is a trap. If I play e3, then he extends, I hane, he hanes, I atari, he ataris. I connect, he connects, and then I approach. Let's do that. I thought about f2. Maybe f2 is the better move. To disconnect h3. But this is weird. This is like he wants. First he says, no, I want influence on the bottom. I say, alright, then I take points on the left, and now he says, no, I want influence on the left, take the bottom. That's unusual, to say the least. This change of direction. And now I've got all the time to play on the left. My two stones are in no danger at all. So I play something along those lines on the left. I already have got the corner. He's off with a very wide pincer. And we get this joseki. So with his influence on the left, he is extending, but he's extending with a low stone, so there is a camp. Hopefully I do not screw up any joseki. I would hate that. The cut doesn't work, right? Not that the cut leads into a ladder, which obviously is not good for me. So I want to extend. Also, I want to cut. If he extends, I will cut. No questions there. If he honeys, well then I Atari, he Ataris, I take, he connects, I connect. He connects, I Atari, he extends, I take those 2, 3. So probably he will connect either at d14 or f14. If he connects at f14, I will cut. Okay, we are doing this one. So I will capture the 1 stone, have a super, like the most ugly shape in the world. Do I want the most ugly shape in the world at the beginning of the game? Oh well, I will. So he is giving me the worst shape ever. But I think he is sacrificing his stones anyway, then. So he pays with his stones for his for my bad shape. I think both parties are equally dissatisfied with this result. Now he needs to extend. And this allows me to capture those stones. So I think it's like he would have, if he connected here in the first place and let me connect. Obviously I want to diminish his influence. Now who has read it out? If I Atari and extend down, then he will. Atari, I will connect. Now he has got to capture the 2 stones. And in the meantime, I will live in the corner. So I can come back and kill those stones, right? Itari, and he Ataris, I extend, he takes. I play down. No, I will play this one. Take the 3 stones. Maybe instead of capturing B17, I should have just extended. But then I guess we will start the fight there. This is a very weird game immediately at the beginning. I have like the worst shape ever. I do not know what he wants to do in this fight. To me it's completely... I have no idea what he does. He wants to get his 3 stones out, I guess. And I want to stop this business by closing. Right here. I can poke once and connect then. Or I can just take those and aim at the corner. So let's play the big move. Interesting. I can play on the side I want, and he is playing on the other side. Or I can take secure corner and then play the move I want. We will see what is there in on the center then. I have a nice Moyo on the left. And I think I want to expand it further. How do I do that? If I'm taking my 4th line, then he's expanding. So I want to If we start running around, then I will run to the top and I'll win my potential on the right. I kind of want to attach. If I attach, then I will definitely get a honey. So let's attach. I want to live in the center. And I got my honey. And I got some center stones now, even. Actually, shape would have been at N10, which he might play next. Interesting, he allows me the shape move. Basically, he wants to cut off K9. So what I want to do, he extends, I double honey. Let's double honey. So now there is cut, 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 way too much RG at the bottom. He realizes that the RG is huge. Now he's the one with funny shape. So this is the game of bad shapes, I guess. Now if he just plays this empty triangle, then I come back and haunt his 3 stones. But if he Ataris, I will extend. If he Ataris, then the 6 stones are gone, so he will connect, and I still come back and haunt them. So this is not a nice scenario for white as well as for black. Well, for black, I mean, I got this huge chunk at the right for now. It's not yet. Now I got it. This was rather Ajikeshi. And now he even changes direction. since he realizes that I might start to come in further, and let's come in a little bit further, just a tiny bit. I might sacrifice this whole group to come into this area, but I do not want to. So if I honey and he cuts, I'll counter Atari, he'll connect, I'll take. I don't want this. What I want is maybe... Well, I could connect. Then he is probably going to do something with the center group. I want to harass the center group, but this move, it's so big. Connecting allows me to honey. I will connect. So that connect was free again, so that is why I might take the third line and let him connect out, and I will, why not? Let's take the third line. He's going to connect out. I will have some points. Or is he going to crosscut now and start weird things? But yeah, this one in the center definitely was. I think it was an overplay for white. The ladder goes to white, so I will not play this one. I will just connect. He still does not know what those stones in the center are doing. I take my corner. The stones are still not settled. So I still have got this cut. Also, I like this jump, since it makes the poke possible. Let's jump here once. And bamboo for happiness. This is more or less endgame. And what I want to do is I want to destroy the shape of the top white group, so it will need to struggle against the right top group, or it will need to connect in Gote. If it connects in Gote, fine with me. 0 points in Dame, and I already have got my profit here. So how do I achieve that goal? If I play down, he will connect up. I can honey. So if I disconnect him, right, he will honey, I will get a few points, and he is still not connected yet. If I honey on the top, he will extend once. Yeah, I'm going to disconnect him and then cut. I want to keep the top group weak or get points in compensation, and this is getting points in compensation, I guess. Or is it, if I extend now and he connects, I extend again, he plays down, I don't want to read that far. Let's see what happens. He cannot descend, his connection leads to my honey from the top, and his right side group still is not alive. This S14 makes it almost eyeless, I think. So if he connects, I honey from the top, or I just turn around at the top. If he continues to push, then obviously I take the one stone. Some business elsewhere also leads to the same result. I have got my 4 liberties on the top, and I think he cannot match those. Also, b15, huge for both, endgame. Probably around 20 points. So if I get the chance, I will play b15 and expect a small monkey. But right now, it looks like his top group. Yeah, he's concerned about his top group. This removes eyes, but it gives him a nice shape. This let's poke. And connect. And connect. Or maybe I immediately should have cut, or probably I should let it go. Can I still cut? Right now it leads nowhere. So I will come back and connect here. Expecting a small monkey. in a few seconds. What is rather interesting as well is that this one is Sente, and the descent is interesting to say the least. That makes... Does it make the big monkey possible? If I play the monkey jump, and we get into this variation, then I can poke, disconnect, so the big monkey is huge, right? Let's go with the big monkey. The big monkey leads him with a weak shape point. So his points are on the bottom and the bottom left. There are no points on the top for him. Well, my points are... I have a corner on the top left, a corner on the top right. I have 4 corners, right? Then I should win by default. And now he's even more afraid of the shape, so he plays even a weaker move. That is interesting. He allows a direct jump into his area. That is very strange. So I got this in Sente, and now I can even continue for a little while. So what is left? What is left is the stern. It's also not certain what is going to be here. He connected his group, so my only chance is to harass the top one. But I think there is little that I can do there. So maybe I can capture 2 stones still, or was this an overplay and now I'm going to die horribly? If I turn, he cannot honey, then he's dead. So he will extend, he will extend, he will extend. and I will start if we are just going to run along the bottom, then at some point I will cut or I'll play here immediately. This way I can capture those 3 stones. Right? Options. Atari, capture the 3 stones. Or extend, extend, extend. Probably Atari. That one is difficult, right? So I could start pushing him around to around here. Which leads for me to a cut. And then I connect and he kills my stones. I don't like that. I like to keep my stones and to take some other stones. So here is me taking the other stones. He extends, I play down. If he plays down, I continue. If he hanis, I Atari. If he connects, he is dead, so... Right, those 3 stones are gone. So he will take. I will probably push up first and then capture the stones. Looks like a solid plan. But yeah, hooray for me for getting 4 corners in this game. He's considering connecting, but connecting leads to his death, I think. Though I actually wanted... Wait a second, do we still have this on the table? I extend, he extends. I extend, he extends. I Atari. He takes. I take. He has 1 eye. Let's give him what he wants. I do not want to start some weird stuff here. Yeah, he didn't want me to, you know, push up. But if he does not want me to push up, then I have Sente again, and with my Sente I am thinking about this move. This makes cut possible, so he will need to protect. And that makes my descent another 3-point move, or 2 points maybe, because he will need to capture those stones in the future. Here comes the dangerous part. So I will connect this way, because he still has some Agi in those 3 stones, since there's a poke. He seems to be squeezing out all the Agi. But what is there left? I mean, there is still this one. And it's funny that he will need to fill those, and again, ugly shape and stuff. And you know stuff, right? So what to do now? The game is almost finished. I can start a ko for 1 point or 2. But I do not want to, so let's do something else. But what? This one, I suppose? Which leads to the Atari and the take back. Now if I take though, let's see, I take. That allows me to play up. He will connect. To play up. We'll throw in some go threats. And obviously, yeah, I just want him to connect and that is it. And he realizes exactly that. I might as well just connect. That eliminates the need to capture the 3 stones. But also, I do not see a reason to. So I might as well start to go for 2 points. And what to do? There is this, I guess. And this will force him to connect, right? And what else? This seems to be of equal value. However, at this point, any threat which brings me even 2 points is enough. So, what will bring me at least 2 points? Probably the connection, right? If I connect, then the push is goatee. So what is left? I might as well just give up the ko and connect in goatee. I think I'll give up the ko. I have no threats. And just connect to be super safe and not to need to capture those points, yeah, those stones. Here I'm just denying him the eye. But basically I do not need to. I will poke here once and then capture, since it's 1 point in reverse senti, which equals to 2 points in endgame. And I will come back at some point anyway. Probably M10, right? But here's 1 point. I keep that 1 point. Yeah, this one, definitely. And I think I will defend at this area. Still, I think if he pokes, I'll come back and capture. He will not poke, then I will defend again. Since if he poked, I think I would have come back and played Q7, just to be sure that there is no RG remaining in this position. And that's it, right? I pass. Alright, I need to come back anyway, so never mind. Sorry about that. I kinda misread. That was rather rude to pass when there was still a move to play. So I think we are done. Yeah, that was a nice comeback into the world of playing Go. I don't know how often I will continue, or when I will continue. Let's take a brief look into the game, and here he says, okay, he could play at, you know, c6. Sorry, I cannot click that. Yeah, he can. Well, let's just talk about it. Talk about it. He could play c6, and then I take some corner in gote, obviously, so he can expand his left side and play maybe k17 or o17, just to make it huge. I have some points on the bottom. Here he pincers and says no. He wants influence on the bottom to approach my R4 stone, which is a valid idea. And here he could just connect, take his influence, approach my stone, and we continue. But then he changes his direction and plays down here. it's like I approached and he plays c5 immediately. Like I approach, he plays c5, I go into the corner, he lets me, I extend, and he makes influence. And this is weird, right? So I got points and goatee, he has still a hole here, and I just need to reduce the influence, so I immediately approach a cornerstone, saying either you play c16 and allow me to negate the influence, or you pincer me and give me a large corner. So he pincered and has given me the corner. And I'm not sure. I think joseki would be around capturing, maybe poking first and then capturing d17 and black and white fixes, I think. So first poke at e15 and then descend, probably. But I tried to be smarter, which immediately leads to bad shape when you try to get smart. I figured if he extends, then I will cut and then start fight. So, and if he hanes, then I have captured, I think, d17 anyway, and yeah, I get the worst shape ever. But he will need to come back and fix, so I can come back and Atari. Here I don't know the correct variation. Maybe I should have just haned at f13 and then come back and played f18. I'm not certain at all. So I have worst shape, but I'm alive in the corner, and maybe here again, instead of the extend, maybe I could have played b16 immediately. I don't know, never mind. Let's not think about the fighting, let's concentrate on the direction of play. So I come back and take those 3 stones. And here we have a mrhaandi situation. Either I take a corner closure at 017, which is huge for me and would be huge for white, or I start worrying about white's influence, which is accumulating in the center of the board, since he has this net. But once again, the influence would be goatee. So I think 017, saying that this subgroup is not alive as is, and giving him the influence is okay. Now I have a decision. I have this moyo on the bottom that he has of around maybe 60 points, which I can start to negate by, for example, playing a move like 03. Since 03 or p3. p3 sets up mrhaandi between making an influential move around L4 and making a moyo move around Q10. But then again I thought I'll start with the moyo move. Alright, first I take this one and then I go with the moyo move. So still there is a potential cut, but maybe not again. So I make my Moyo. He approaches my corner, nice influential. He wants this huge chunk of the center. Again, decisions for me. I could pincer and get into a very weird fight where I have no shape and no base. Maybe there's a joseki which forces him to make me live and go into the center, but I do not know. Maybe the best choice would have been q6 in the first place, because then he will need to, he probably would attach at r3. I'll honey, he pull back, I will and either go into the corner or protect my shape, and he will expand. Maybe right now the best move is p5 if we are fighting for influence. That move didn't occur to me in the game. Maybe p5 is the solution here. If he will take influence anyway, then we will struggle who is getting more. This way I thought I get points and start building also points on the right, so he will jump, and I could consider q7, but then he will jump again, and this Moyo would be too large, I think, to handle. So I was thinking of a way to get into it or to reduce it. One possibility I think is n9, since it's exactly on this line between 07 and k16, like the sector line. So if I play here, either he will commit and take his territory, or he will start a fight, which I'm okay with, since I'm not too deep. But now I want to see how he answers my attachment. If he pulls back at 08, which I would play as white, then I have this Hane on this side, and if he cuts, then we start a fight in his area. So this move maybe is too deep and 08 punishes it. On the other hand, if he does anything else, I have the other honey, which is huge. He is greedy and does not want me to have my territory, so I have complete freedom to come into his territory, and now I have a more or less secure connection here. And here I guess there's an overplay. He starts a fight still. And yeah, this is very unfavorable, I think, for white now. This peep is maybe an overplay. Since now, if he ataris at p6, I can just extend down. If he blocks on the left side, I will connect, and he will still need to come back, and then I kill the bottom stones, or the right stones. And if he connects on the other side, I obviously then kill the 6 stones in the center, and he will have nothing. So the only choice is to give me the 3 stones and this huge area, and then cut. Yeah, I come in further. And here for white I would expect a move around r10 to make a base. But this again allows... I don't know what it allows. Maybe the honey or just the straight jump in. So he fixes the shape. And that allows me to take third line. I think I'm already ahead on points now, so I play nice and simple endgame. Yeah, from here I see that the right group is not alive as is, since there is undercut and has around one eye, and the other group is not connected yet to... There's definitely one cut point. So what I do is to start a harassment, to start and harass this group, seeing whether I can squeeze out some endgame, and in the end I got the stop territory and he got just those 3 points. And there's still a weakness in the center, as you have seen later. So I get the other big move, he fixes. And this one is weird. Sure, S12 is about 6 points of worth, but B5 is so much larger, I think. Also, connecting at S12 allows still either the monkey jump or the small monkey jump, so there are no points on the right now. So that one costed him a lot. And here was the next endgame mistake, I think. I just take those stones. There is still an option for me to push and cut. What probably will happen is he will connect, I will take, and he will need to live on the right. If he can live on the right, then I achieved, I think, nothing. Maybe if I... this is a very, very difficult decision to make here now. Do I run along and sacrifice my H10 at some point, since he then will cut at J10 if I continue pushing? I probably will capture L13, since if he fixes that as well, then I can cut him into pieces. So, right, very tough decision to make, so I don't want to bet my game on those eventualities and just take 3 stones. And here probably I could have played L12 first, but never mind. It's funny that he will need to fill M13 as well as N12 and P12, so all he got is those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, those 10 points in the center. And not more than that. Yeah, this go I lose. And that is it. So thank you for watching, and see you next time.